Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Welcome to Good Morning LEQ.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, yes.
Nice to see the sun out today.
The sun is out. It was a little rainy and Drew, we had those tornado warnings. We had tornadoes around us even. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's nice to be back.
nice and fun. Alrighty, so how's your feet over there?
I'm fine.
Okay, mine's not yet.
Yours takes a while.
I know.
I don't know what's going on
Isn't
with
that
your phone.
funny? Why does YouTube take
See,
longer?
I
There
told
it
you it was
is.
going to pop up eventually. It just takes a second to get back.
It does, it does. Speaking of, well, we were talking about the weather, how nice it is
Uh-huh.
outside in
Mm-hmm.
the beginning of the week.
Mm-hmm.
We've had a few people have called and asked us, obviously, if we're okay, because, Texas had all these tornadoes. We were very lucky because actually north had a couple, west of us had some, like
Yeah.
bad ones,
Yeah.
and then south had a lot of them. So we kind of just got jumped over. So it was actually a huge blessing.
Yes. Yeah, I was very thankful. Very
Yeah,
thankful. Very
so
thankful.
definitely our thoughts are out there for anybody that was in that tornado
Yeah.
path.
Yeah.
Because it hit Texas, but it hit lots of places.
Yeah.
That storm just went and
Just
hit
kept
all
going
kinds of
everywhere.
places.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Crazy.
so I was watching some of the feed and from the different locations and the
Mm-hmm.
different things. Especially like, did you see the one where the tornado flipped the red truck?
Oh yeah, yeah, I saw that.
It's
And
a
I kind of
six. It
took
was a
it down.
16-year-old kid
Yeah,
driving that truck, flipped it, then flipped it back over, and then he drove off with just a simple scratch. What a huge blessing for that
that's a
parent
big
and for
blessing.
him.
Yeah.
So it's just nature's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You just never know what you're gonna get.
Facts.
Um, that's springtime for you.
It is springtime for
At
us.
least here in Texas it is, and Oklahoma, and anywhere. I guess Arkansas, Missouri, they all get them during this
Yeah,
time.
definitely.
So so tell us a little bit about what you did last night.
So last night on After Hours, we looked at the fourth block in the traditional block series,
Mm,
traditional block package
yeah.
that we've made into a series, and I kind of took it into how to keep it continuous as much as you can. And I used the Backgrounds, Designs, and Shapes book by the Designs with Lines series.
Hmm.
If you haven't had a chance to look at those, they're a lot of fun from a freehand standpoint. But we used those backgrounds to fill in the background space, and then we went in the blue part and learned how to break it apart and to put feathers into it. So definitely check out that video on our YouTube channel if you have not. So I thought it was a lot of fun. I had fun with it.
Yeah, and basically the whole series is kind of nice. It has we have 6 blocks. That was on block 4, so each block shows you something totally different. So definitely jump over, check it out. It is definitely on the YouTube. I had a question this morning about they couldn't find it
Yeah,
of the different blocks, and really, if you just go to the main YouTube channel and then go search in the search, or you can look at the last previous videos, you'll find it there too.
yeah, yeah.
Because it's not really in a series; it's just some of the videos we've done.
Yeah, we call it a series, but
Yeah.
it's not necessarily a
It's not
series.
blocked. It's not in a playlist in a series.
Right.
But yeah, super fun. So good morning, everyone that's here. We got Columbus, Ohio. I was trying to think. As I'm squinting to read. Sorry, Corey was like, "Mom, you always squint to read," and it's like, I don't have those in between glasses. Like, I don't need them for close. I have to have them for after 8 feet, but I don't really have that in between. So,
We got to talk to the optometrist.
well, they tried to give me those progressive type, and it gave me headaches.
Uh,
So I'm like, I'll just
I'll
deal.
just squint.
I'll just deal.
Columbus, Amarillo,
New
Round Rock,
Brownsville.
Houston. So good morning, everyone. Thank you for tuning in with us.
Yes.
So tonight, or not tonight, today, goodness gracious, I'm still on After Hours. Speaking of After Hours, you want to talk about new format?
Yeah, we'll bring up the new format real quick. So we have a little bit of a new format that we've tested a few times, and it is I feel like it's working. You can tell us, um, but it's really hard for us to number one be here continuously filming, but also our internet connection live is not always the best. No matter what we've done or what we try or who we contact, it's not the best. So we really love our Thursday nights to be educational without interruption, which is why we've been answering stuff in the feed. Why Corey's been filming or I've been filming, we've been answering stuff in the feed. So what we've decided that we think that's probably best is that we're going to continue doing that where the video will launch live. So it'll be a launch live video. So it'll be interactive with you through the feed, right?
Mm-hmm.
So some of the videos will be filmed ahead of time. but they'll launch live. So they'll be seen for the first time,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll be there answering questions in the feed for you. So we're there with you as well.
Yeah.
But our internet connection, we just can't seem to get stable enough, and we don't want to interrupt those educational videos anymore with
Right.
that.
Yeah. Especially right when they're in the middle of some really good topic, and then it clicks, and then then we get flustered, and then that gets a little bit of a frustration, and
Yeah.
then it kind of changes where that whole train of thought was headed. So
Yeah, and we've tested it for a few times on
excuse
the
me.
block series, which is why there hasn't been any interruptions, just to see if that would work better. And because and the internet obviously is working because it's already uploaded.
Uh-huh.
So hopefully that's okay.
So yeah, there'll be these pre-recorded videos that we shoot live basically, but they will then stream, and then we will be there in the chat to respond back with you.
Yeah, so we're still live with
We're
you.
still answering questions.
Yeah.
We just won't. You probably won't hear us say it in the
Yeah.
video, but we will respond to them in the chat. But that just makes it more cohesive and a little bit more stable.
Yeah, stable, cohesive, and then you can focus 100% on the learning that we're trying to teach you instead of us just randomly talking, which is why we've been doing these Friday mornings so we can just randomly talk to you because we love talking to you. So we have to have that avenue too, right?
Totally.
So anyway, I think we should show them the panels that came back. So we had a
Yes,
panel that came
yes.
back in stock that was a high demand panel.
I demand.
Demand.
Someone make her a shirt.
Panel that we finally got back in stock, but once they're gone this time,
They are
they
gone.
are gone, and we
Yeah.
have a limited supply of them. So let me grab it up real quick. Wonder if do you know which panel we're talking about?
Move my chair without it.
Ooh.
There we go.
That's so
I guess I
big.
could have pushed it in.
Yeah, we'll just do a quick little glance.
Yeah. So the Celestial Stargazer panel is back in stock. The big super panel is back. We can't even fit it in the screen, but it's that big, so you can take half of it now. That's one half, and then you got another half. So that Celestial panel is back in stock. If you're looking for it, make sure to swing over to our website, longarmsupplies.net.
We only have 10 left.
Only have a few left, so make sure you swing in and grab that.
But while you're there, you have to get this new panel also, because this is so fun.
So this is another super panel.
They just came in yesterday.
That just came in, and it's upside down.
Okay.
Here, you take that, and I'll take this. Okay. And this one is called Picture This, where you can type dinosaur in the search bar. But it is another super panel, and it is higher up on your side, Mom. Higher up on your side. There you go.
I can't see it any higher.
There you go. So that's the first portion of it. And then we'll grab the next portion, and it just keeps going. So all these amazing dinosaurs on this. Oh yeah, there's more. It just keeps going.
Yeah, it's a huge super panel. We've had a few customers come in with this already that they've already done it, and it's so darling.
Yes.
And we have the best wide back for this dinosaur panel.
Oh yeah, we do.
Yeah, it's like it has kind of like
it's like a textured skin. It looks like a dino. It's like leather.
It's like a leather dinosaur skin type of thing.
Yeah.
What's the name of it though?
The wide back?
Yeah.
Oh, Crackle.
Is it Crackle?
I think it's called Crackle.
Yeah, it's like 118 wide Crackle, and it looks so good with that. Because we've had her bring in 2 panels.
Yeah.
So far, and she's used different colors on them, and it just was so good.
Yeah, so that dinosaur one was called Picture This. It is that super panel, measuring out about 85 by 108, give or take. And then that space one is the Stargazer panel, and that one's measuring out at about 87, 85 by 108.
About 85 by 108.
Give or take.
So anyway, we wanted to make sure you guys knew that we had those back in stock, and limited supply. So the dinosaur ones we only have 8 of, and then we only have 10 left of the Stargazer.
We only have 7 of the dinosaur ones. I already took one.
Okay, we only have 7 left. So if you really want that one, jump on. And their cost effective is awesome.
Yeah, they're really good. They're pretty good price.
Yeah.
Amy said she put Minky on the back of the dinosaur one, and her daughter loves it.
Oh, I bet so. Yeah. Anytime you put Minky on the back of a quilt, you're just gonna be in love.
It's just gonna be cozy.
It's so cozy. Oh my goodness, I still wrap up in mine.
Yeah.
It's still a little bit chilly too. Maybe in the summertime when it's 100, I might not wrap up in it. But it's still, Minky on the back is awesome.
And always a pro tip when you're working with digitally printed panels, use a ballpoint needle.
Yeah.
To keep it from running as much. That'll help with the fibers from running. And if you're using Minky on the back of a quilt, ballpoint needle will help as well.
Yeah, and with both of those, you would definitely use black batting too.
Oh, yes. Oh,
So
yes.
if you're
Yeah.
getting those, make sure if you don't have black batting, just grab a package.
Mhm.
You don't need a whole roll, obviously, unless you want it, but just grab a package of it. That would be
And good tips with package batting, since
uh-huh.
we're talking about it. We sell quite a bit of package batting here. We have a ton of different varieties available for you. And one thing to think about when you're buying package batting with the heirloom Hobbs line,
Mm-hmm.
the way that batting is manufactured is it's tightly compressed into the bag for shipping purposes and for storing purposes on our shelves and stuff like that. But whenever you receive it, if you're planning on using it right away, make sure you open it. I would spritz it with a little bit of water, light mist,
Mm-hmm.
and throw it into the dryer on a light air fluff just to get those wrinkles out of it.
Cool dry, cool
Cool
dry.
dry, yeah.
No heat.
No heat. If you're not planning on using it like that second that you open it, but you know you're going to be using it probably in a couple of days, maybe a week, go ahead and open it out of that package and let it loft up naturally.
Yeah.
You'll get much more, much better, not much, much more better results with the batting if you let it loft naturally to its full potential. Because when it's compressed in that bag, it's not at its full potential yet. It's
Correct.
there just for shipping purposes.
Exactly. And that's
Um,
like all of the heirloom
all of the
line.
heirloom line, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta even in the rolls,
Even the big rolls, you
you
gotta
gotta
open
let
them up.
them open them up, let them air out because they're gonna get just a little bit thicker. They're small when you first get them. Let them have their little breathing room, and they're
You'd be
gonna grow.
surprised. Yeah, the 80/20/96, our most popular batting that we sell here. When I got a roll, when I had my machine at my house, when I got a roll of it, it started like this right out
Yeah,
of the package, and then when I put it on my little batting bar and let it loft up for about a week, it ended up from this to about to that, and I was
yeah.
like, "Whoa!" 'Cause I'd never seen it before. It's always been in a bag. So yeah, definitely on the heirloom products, let them loft out before you use them, and you'll have much better results.
Exactly, exactly. Okay, good morning. We got Kansas, sunny, UK, United Kingdom. Thank you
Yes,
for
thank you.
being up. I guess it's late there. I can
We
never
went
get
over
this
this the other
right.
day, but
I
I now I don't remember.
know. Either way, thank you. And then soggy central Wisconsin must be raining a lot up there. Are you looking it up?
Yes, now I gotta think about it.
So while he's looking it up really quick,
It's 1:42 p.m.
oh, that's not too bad.
in the United Kingdom.
I thought it was farther than
That's what
that.
Google says.
That's what Google says.
I can't always trust the first thing I Google, but it says 1:42 p.m. there.
Oh goodness. But anyway, so yeah, you're welcome. Great batting tip. We always want to make sure
Those
that you
tiny
know
little
that.
things.
Just tiny little things.
There's so many of those little nuances that we don't think about.
Yeah.
And sometimes you might get frustrated, with a batting because it's this thin when you have a sample of it, it's a little loftier. It has to loft up to its full potential. It can't while it's compressed into a bag. It's just
Yeah.
not possible.
Exactly.
So yeah, definitely let it loft up and you'll be much happier with it, trust me.
Yeah. It even stitches out better. It's
It
just a
does, and it just looks better. It's
exactly.
cozier, it's cuddlier. It's very that.
You're so funny. So funny. If you haven't, I got my little after hours squad shirt on. We've got our little mugs. So we definitely still have lots of swag, LEQ merch if you are interested in being part of it with us. It is on our website, and I think we even have it on the fly on the front now to make it
Mhm.
easier to find.
Thank you for all that have
Yeah,
purchased. We've made quite a few
we
shirts,
have fun making them,
and
and
it's
then
fun to make
they're
them.
which way am I going this way? Authentic because we have our logo put on them too. So
Yes, we do.
Corey does a lot of work. I will just say they're hand specially made by Corey with a little tiny help from me.
She gets. I need help with placement sometimes
There you
because
go. So we
I'm
do
not
it
there.
together.
Yeah,
But we
depends.
cut each one for whatever shirt size you pick, and we do
Hmm.
it here ourselves. So
Yep.
it's fun. Um, so speaking of our topic of spring is in the air.
Yes.
Um, obviously, spring is starting here in Texas. I know it's not quite spring everywhere else right now,
Yep.
but spring is starting. So, what is your favorite thing about spring? Do you have a favorite thing about spring?
Favorite thing about spring for me is I get into a spring cleaning mode and get to little purge a few things from the house because it becomes to be a storage unit over winter. So I like spring cleaning. I like to see the flowers start to bloom, and stuff like that. So that's kind of my favorite thing about spring. What about you?
So why I'm saying, well, mine is definitely put what your favorite thing is about spring. So my favorite thing about spring is just kind of like um, the restart. You
Hmm.
know, everything from at least we'll speak like in my yard. Everything's brown, the grass is brown, everything's dead, and then everything starts blooming again.
Right.
You know, You get the beautiful flowers. You get the little birdies nest up in your, what do you call those? The rain gutters that your husband leaves because he would rather see little birdies than clean out the gutters.
Oh, Darren. That's Darren.
It's like, how can we save the birds? Anyway,
Leave them in the gutter.
we'll leave them up there in the corner in the gutter. I guess they're not really
They're
in the
not in the
way,
gutter, but
but
they're there.
he's just funny because he just, when they, wherever they build a nest, he's leaving them and he watches them and protects them from the hawks. It's funny, like how much he protects those little birdies. But just that part of life,
Yeah.
the restart of things.
Mm-hmm.
The thing I don't like about spring
I have
is
to
my
get
allergies.
Costco-sized tissue boxes. So that's what I have to get.
My severe allergies and the weather, severe weather, hail and
Mhm.
tornadoes.
Oh yeah, the hail's just coming in like crazy.
Yeah, it's always trying to guess, like, if that storm's going to have hail, where are we going to park the car that day? Luckily, there's a dealership right next to us that if we had to run over, we could take it over there and park it underneath their
I
awnings.
never even thought about
It's
that.
right there. They have all those empty awnings because they can't get any cars.
I didn't think about that. I always come and rearrange the warehouse to shove my car in. Some of your batting might have been touched by my car. Not in a bad way, though.
Not a bad way.
Linda had a question down there that has kind of gone past. But after lofting the batting, if she's not using it right away, what's the best way to store it? And that's a fabulous question.
That is a good question.
If you are not using it right away and it's been opened up to loft, go ahead and put a bed sheet or something over it to keep it safe from anything
From
getting
dust.
into it, or
Basically
dust, or
lint or
anything like
type of
that.
stuff, yeah.
But other than that, normally if I'm not using it, it gets stored in a closet, just away from stuff.
If you have a batting bar on your machine, definitely you can store it on your batting bar and still cover it with the sheet. If you don't have that and all you have is something that is that vertical,
Yes.
then like you said, a closet, kind of keep it covered. We've seen a lot of people that they've put little bars on their walls.
Yeah.
And made their kind of like a batting carrier.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you can store it this way, it's going to be better for it.
Oh, that's always another good point. On rolls, if you store them horizontally, not vertically.
Yeah.
So laying them down on something, a bar, on a rod, something, that helps keep it nice and flat because batting is heavy on a roll. So it's going to push it down over time, not within a couple of days, but over time it's going to push it down. And that 96-inch wide batting that you had at start, when you put it up on the quilt, ask me how I know, it might turn into 92. And that's not because there's anything wrong with the batting or that you've got a bad batting. It's just those fibers have pushed down because gravity has taken effect.
It's compressing.
And it's compressing it down, especially on 100% cotton battings.
I was going to say,
especially on 100%.
It's really that way with the cotton battings more than anything. Yeah. But yeah, so you definitely, if you can't store any of them, horizontally, at least try to do the cotton one that way. Yeah. Because it's the weight of the cotton. The other ones should be fine. Polyester would be totally fine.
Yeah, poly will be fine once it gets to be this big.
Yeah, I know. It gets
when you open like a 6 ounce or 9 ounce poly, if you ever do it, it's fun.
It gets really big.
It gets to be huge.
So anyway, that's another little storing tip for you. It's not it won't affect it, but it might shrink the size a little bit on the cotton.
Yeah, on the cotton.
By storing it that way. Yeah. Gosh, I got us into a whole little storing thing. Anything else?
A what?
A storing, like
a whole... it's good. It's good information.
Yeah, no, that's good. I just don't even think about it. It's a good question.
Let's see. Let's rolling on by. Someone said that I could come clean their house. Rita. Yes.
He could come clean my house.
No. She's good. She likes to clean. She can do that. She loves cleaning. It's
my favorite thing is not spring cleaning. I'm not sure where he got that one from. I mean, I do like to purge stuff. I don't like clutter at all. So I can see that part of it you might have got from me. Like, I don't like any clutter.
Yeah, no. The common areas have to be nice and pristine and clean.
But other than that,
Google was correct on the time.
Good job.
Party on. It's going to be a good weekend because Google was right.
You're so funny.
Oh my goodness. Speaking of a good weekend going into a great week, what happens next week, Mom?
I don't know. What happens?
Get off the set. I will finish this. What do you mean, what happens?
It's your birthday.
It is my birthday. I'm turning the ripe old age of 27.
Oh, I know. Trust me, I'm getting older.
Good old days.
Yes. 27. So Corey's birthday is next
I'm getting
Thursday.
Up there in the years.
Next Thursday. So we get to celebrate it Friday with you guys. So he's
on April Fool's Day.
On April Fool's Day.
I
I
was pretty
always
close to being an April Fool's baby,
You
wasn't
were.
I?
You were born at like 7 o'clock at night, and I went into labor like at 5 that morning with you. So we
She
always
never lets me. She never lets me live this
that
one
was a
down.
hard labor. Oh my goodness, that was. We won't even go there on that. How all the pain that was.
You had to be prepared for this amount of greatness.
Definitely
Just getting
had
you
to.
building up for it.
So the doctors honestly thought that it was going to end up being an April Fool's baby, but it didn't.
And
So
that's why I said, psych!
yeah.
April Fool's early. Here I am. Oh,
So
yes. But next Thursday is my birthday. I'm very excited. It's just another year.
you're so funny.
I love birthdays.
I know you
Like for
do.
everybody. I love birthdays. I go all out all the time.
That you do.
You get a bundt cake and balloons and this and this and this and this and this. And they're like, but it's just me. And I was like, well, you got cake for 3 weeks now.
I know. Exactly, exactly. So we'll end our segment on what you are thankful for. So definitely in the feed, go ahead and tell us what you're thankful for. We all, just for the week. It doesn't have to be, for your life, but just something that you're thankful for this week. We always love to read the sweet commentaries and the motivation, and then, yeah,
Yeah.
stuff like that. We also have another birthday.
Happy early birthday, Lisa. Lisa's
Right.
birthday is going to be on Monday, and she said, unfortunately, she is far from 27. Age has only been a number, Lisa. I know you're going to be 30. It's okay.
So, Corey, what are you thankful for this week?
I am thankful for the ability to share what I know about products and things like that with all of you to help make your quilting journey, your sewing journey, your craft journey, your journey just a tad bit better or easier. And so I'm glad that I get to be able to do that every Thursday and Friday.
Yeah, or if it even just makes you laugh.
Oh yeah, well I can do that too. Trust me.
So I am actually thankful for, I always like to talk kind of what we are talking about. I kind of like turn that into it. I am thankful for spring. I'm thankful for what it means to me, like the restart of, the restart of growth, the restart of life with the, little animals, just a chance to kind of, it's almost like you just have a reset.
Yep.
You can try to grow flowers again if you just didn't quite make it that last year. You can do better in your garden or help your husband because he's the gardener, who is, by the way, making 2 more
He's
raised
making 2
beds.
more beds. Oh my gosh.
It's
her
so
whole
fun.
backyard's about to be a farm.
It's funny is that if you were to take a screenshot like from a drone over it, it looks like 3 graves. It does.
Homeland Security, go visit her house.
No, I literally,
She's got graves
I
in the
walked
back.
out there last night because he was finishing, like getting them prepared, and I was like, you realize that looks like graves. He's like, yeah, but it'll be fine. I'm like, yeah, but if somebody flew
Oh,
over,
I hope Google Earth takes a
or
picture
Google's
today.
taking their picture right now.
I hope so, and it has to sit there for 3 years. Yes, I'm never letting you live that down. That's going on your next birthday
I know.
card.
But there'll be some amazing vegetables and fruits that come from that. So I'm thankful for that. Yeah, and just thankful for that in general. And
it's wonderful.
Yeah, and thankful that one more little quick thing that when Ryan actually flew over the house last night, he was doing some of his flight time.
Yeah.
And he texted me. He's like, "Mom, walk outside. I'm about to fly over the house." And it was kind of windy, so I'm thankful for that he landed because the wind was not that great. The knots were not that good. But yeah, just kind of fun stuff like
the
that.
The knots are not that good. Excuse me, Air
Right.
Ranger. Whoa.
Ryan's teaching me all kinds of stuff.
Fine, I'll just go sit over here with my non-knot self. There we go. I like this corner better. Anyway. Well, I'm glad he's enjoying that. That's good.
Yeah, so grateful for spring. So we've got lots of awesome thankful fors up there, from getting to retire to be able to watch us. Thank you, Rudy. That's super sweet. For healthy recovery of knee surgery, Kathy, I'm glad that your knee recovery is going good. Let's see. Happy for a good mammogram yesterday. That's awesome, Janet. Yeah, that's really important.
We've got what's my favorite flavor of cake and doesn't need to be homemade? Oh, that's interesting. That's a good question.
I'm not sure if I ever made him a homemade cake, except maybe when he was little and I just couldn't afford more than a 99-cent box and $1 frosting.
The thought that counts.
Yeah, but other than that, we've been so busy. I think his favorite seems to be the nothing bundt cakes.
That's
Or
not
do
a
you,
flavor. That's a brand.
oh, so what's your favorite flavor then?
I wish they made it, but they don't. They make this white chocolate raspberry, but they also make a lemons. I wish they made like a lemon raspberry. You know how
Oh,
amazing that would be? Hopefully someone from Nothing Bun Cakes is watching this. I doubt it. But a lemon is my favorite flavor, but if you made like a lemon raspberry, so good.
yeah.
And it doesn't have to be homemade. I just think it's the thought that counts. I mean, most of the cakes that I get for people are not homemade, but it's just the thought.
Yeah.
I just like a card, honestly,
Yeah.
from
So
people.
either way,
Yeah.
I think that the thing is that is if it's just the cake,
Yeah. Just cake.
just having cake with
Cake in
friends.
general.
That's a good question, though. I don't think I've ever asked you that.
Wow. The people care more about
Well,
what my
I
favorite
know what
flavor
you
of
like
cake
from
is.
that one place, and I
Yeah.
ordered that, but I've never thought about like
What's like your
homemade. Like maybe I should make you a homemade cake.
you make Ryan homemade cakes?
I did make him one.
It's because he knows about knots. That's why. Yeah. I guess I need to brush up on my terminology and then I'll get a cake.
That's right. You better. All right. Oh my
Oh
goodness. That was
goodness.
fun. Okay. Um we probably need to get going.
We got to get to work. Alrighty, everyone. Well, we hope that you have a wonderful weekend.
Yeah.
Enjoy this spring, beautiful weather that is happening. And wherever you are.
Yeah.
If
And
it's
if it's
happening,
not spring yet, it'll be coming
it'll
there.
get there. Talk to Google. That's what I do.
They'll tell you when it's coming.
Alrighty, y'all. Have a great day, and we will see you later. Bye.
Bye.